Hey guys, this is going to be a quick update for the end of week 5. It's been a pretty interesting week overall, maybe a little bittersweet, but we've got the usual stuff to talk about, so let's get to it. First off, let's talk rank. As of right now, I'm hovering around high silver, low super silver, and that's because on Thursday I tilted off the face of the earth. My first two matches were pretty laggy and ended up getting knocked out of gold, and then from there I had to deal with like a variety of unfortunate events that threw me off. I had a few more laggy players, a couple of people who were much stronger than silver but they're bringing their Cody alt accounts up, just passing through, not smurfing. But aside from those situations, the majority of the matches were actually fair and square, and I was just, tilted and getting outplayed. I stepped away from the game after the rank drops, and then I came back yesterday to try and grind it back up, but it wasn't long enough of a break and I was still getting easily frustrated, and it led to me spinning my wheels and basically staying exactly where I started. That being said, I don't think there's anything to worry about. I've already been up to Ultra Silver twice on Colleen now, so I know I can do it. I just need to take a bit of a break and I'll coast back up again like before. Today and tomorrow I'm just working on the goals, not playing any online matches, casual or ranked, and then on Monday I should be ready to kind of work my way back up. Another reason I'm not stressed about it is because I'm actually noticing quite a bit of improvement on the goals, which should be the main priority anyways, right? I'm doing air throws quite a bit now after the small execution change, and overall I think I'm doing pretty decently with anti-airing, so I'm looking to cross it off a list while continuing to do the air drill for consistency. I'm going to keep a close eye on it. I think it should get only better after I learn how to play the neutral better and stop pressing so many buttons. The reactions are there. I'm using a mix of my tools, and now I think I just need to work on being cognizant of the spacing and how many buttons I'm pressing. Meaties and counter hits are also getting better as well, and I think counter hits are going to get crossed off for week 6, with meaties getting finished on week 7. For meaties, I've had a ton of success after hearing how Mr. True Knight himself does it. I had a few different ways of differentiating between the rises, and the best seems to be front-loading all of the focus onto the quick res. Keep in mind my setups so far all revolve around a forward dash, so things might be different if you can just walk up for your meaties. But basically, all I'm watching for is the distance and movement of the opponent. While I'm dashing in, I quickly see if the opponent will be point blank when the animation finishes for my dash, and I see if there's any movement. If there is, I assume quick rise and I do that setup. In any other situation, I will assume back rise and then start the back rise setup. That way, if they don't rise and the back rise setup whiffs, I still have enough time to prepare for manual meaty timing. Watching for the quick rise only and then sort of autopiloting on the rest based off the back rise setup has made a big difference in my consistency, and while I can't cross it off the list yet, I'll get it down soon. I'm also going to cross off the 3 mini goals that I added for the midweek update for week 5. All 3 of them were pretty quick to fix and very simple, so we're going to go ahead and move on from those. The practicing of the sun combo, again, easy, just had to work on the timing a little bit. Finger independence exercises, I'm going to keep those going, but I already see a difference and it's good enough. And then the crouching medium kick into VT1 cancel, very simple again, just a 2-button cancel, so that's fine. For week 6, I do want to add a couple more mini goals. I'm seeing some small things that with a little bit of work could lead to big improvements in my gameplay, so we're going to go ahead and discuss those now. The first goal that I want to add isn't really a mini goal. Actually, it's really important that I get it fixed because I'm taking tons of damage left and right from it. It has to do with the standing heavy punch cancel into the heavy parabellum. I'm finding that when I use that for my back rise setups, if they block the standing heavy punch, I'm canceling right into the heavy parabellum and I'm getting punished hard for it because they're blocking. I've looked around online and people seem to be using standing heavy punch as a buffer. They've learned that if you delay the heavy parabellum long enough, it will only come out in case of a crush counter. So I need to learn that timing, that way I make sure that the heavy parabellum only comes out when it needs to and I'm not getting punished left and right for it. I think this one problem is actually costing me maybe 15 to 20% of my health per round, so getting it fixed now should give me a lot more survivability and actually indirectly increase my damage because I've lost a lot of confidence in following through with the back rise setup combo, and I've been letting people get away with it even though I can already tell that they're back rising. The next goal that I want to add is to finish up the basic notes for Colleen. I want to learn about her Hailstorm and her parries. I think it's about time that I start understanding her full range of options when it comes to offense, especially as I'm going into gold and other people will be doing the same, having full knowledge of their characters. The final goal that I want to add for this week is to learn about V-reversals. It's a mechanic I rarely see used in my ranked matches, but one that I see all the time in pro play, and it looks very useful. I want to understand the different kinds of V-reversals in general, and then I want to take notes on Colleen's V-reversals specifically. I've found that certain people have climbed the ranks by being extremely aggressive, and shutting down the momentum they depend on would definitely help me with defense. Plus, by adding this on top of the other items to my notes, I would have everything mapped out except for V-Trigger 2, which I could do later on down the line. So those are going to be the goals for this coming week, but I want to spend a bit of time talking about the direction I want to head in after this week. I didn't have any highlights this time around because there wasn't much to show other than, tilted gameplay. But in this video, I am including 2 matches that got me thinking about some of the larger scale things that I want to work towards. The first match is versus Dhalsim, and you'll see that I'm not able to put up much of a fight at all. I've been running into this issue quite a bit now where I'm fighting lesser used characters that I don't really understand how to beat. I've started to see Dhalsim, Nash, Blanca, Alex, lots of lowers recently, and unless they're making obvious mistakes, I'm losing quite a bit. There's certain mechanics like Alex's flying stomp thing, or Bison scissor kicks, or Balrog's, like a straight punch, that I don't know how to handle, and they get abused against me pretty often. I've never added anything else to my matchup notes because I had so many other ways to improve, but I think I'm nearing the point where understanding matchups is going to lead to my next big jump in skill. The second match I'm showing is me versus another Colleen. This is only the second time I've played a mirror match, and I do get destroyed, though I do want to add a disclaimer. I'm fairly confident that the parries in this match aren't real. I think it's like a Ken Heavy Tatsu situation where lots of people mistime their jab punish, and then they eat a DP, or in this case, a parry. I've never paid any attention to when people would interrupt my Parabellum animation, so my timing was off, but I'm pretty sure I'm able to punish her before the parry comes out. Aside from that, I think I found this match to be pretty fun, and it seems to kind of confirm this nagging feeling that I've been getting for a while. Anytime I see someone else play Colleen, especially this week in the recent CEO tournament, they seem to be playing her much more faster paced than I do. I'm starting to think that maybe I'm playing Colleen kinda wrong, and that I need to come up with a new playstyle that's closer to what I see everyone else doing. So far, I've mostly been able to sit back and wait for other people to come to me because they're so aggressive, but maybe I need to start being a little more rushed down, like this Colleen that I just fought or something. I'm not looking into either of these things this week, but maybe for week 7 or 8 I'll do some investigating and come up with a new plan. For now, I've got quite a few new goals to work on, so I'm sticking with those, and hopefully by next weekend's update, I'll be somewhere deep into gold. So see you guys next week.